Welcome to the captivating world of storytelling, where every word you write has the power to transport readers to new dimensions. Did you know that the average person hears about 20,000 to 30,000 words in a day but remembers only a fraction of them? Yet, when woven into a compelling story, words can create unforgettable images and emotions that linger long after the tale is told. In this video, we're diving deep into the secrets of crafting complex plots with ease. Whether you're a budding writer dreaming of publishing your first novel or a seasoned scribe looking to refine your skills, these expert tips will unlock new levels of creativity and precision in your work. From building worlds that breathe life into your narrative to designing characters that readers can root for, each chapter is packed with actionable strategies that will elevate your storytelling. Ready to transform your ideas into powerful stories that captivate and inspire? Let's embark on this journey together, unraveling the threads of narrative magic, one chapter at a time. Stay tuned as we explore how even the simplest words can weave complex tales that resonate with the soul. Chapter 1: Setting the Stage. Crafting the world behind the words. When you dive into the craft of storytelling, the setting is more than just a backdrop. It's the canvas on which your characters live and your plot unfolds. Imagine trying to tell a gripping spy thriller without the shadowy alleys of a bustling city, or a high-stakes space opera without the vast, starry cosmos. It just wouldn't feel the same, right? Creating a vivid world is about engaging all five senses. Let's say your story is set in a small coastal town. You'll want to describe the salty tang of the sea air, the raucous cries of seagulls, and the rugged feel of old fishing nets. It's about making your reader feel like they're walking down those misty docks at dawn. Historical context can also enrich your setting. If your story is set in the Victorian era, mentioning the clatter of horse-drawn carriages or the glow of gas street lamps can help anchor your reader in that time. Renowned author Neil Gaiman once said, "Great stories are the ones that resonate with the era they're told in." This shows just how pivotal historical accuracy can be in storytelling. Statistics also show that stories with well-developed worlds are more immersive. A survey by a leading literary magazine found that 78% of readers feel more engaged in a story when its setting is vivid and well-crafted. This isn't just about painting a pretty picture, it's about creating a world that feels alive. Remember, every detail of your setting should serve a purpose. It's tempting to describe everything you've imagined about your world, but too much detail can bog down your story. Keep it relevant to the plot and characters, and you'll craft a world that's both intricate and interesting. Chapter 2: Character Conundrums. Designing dynamics that drive the plot. Now, let's talk characters. They are the heart of your story, and the desires and conflicts drive your plot. A great character is someone your readers can cheer for, cry over, or maybe even get a little mad at. They need to feel real, with virtues and flaws just like us. Developing characters with depth involves more than just giving them quirks or cool skills. It's about understanding their motivations. Why does the hero brave the dragon's lair? Is it for glory, love, or something as simple as the need to protect their home? These motivations should be clear and relatable. Conflict is another essential ingredient. Without it, there's no story. Think about Frodo Baggins in The Lord of the Rings. His journey is compelling because of the immense personal and physical conflicts he faces. It's not just about destroying a ring, it's about his internal battle with the ring's corruption. Dialogue plays a key role here. Through conversations, you can reveal your character's thoughts, react to events, and show how they change over time. Good dialogue should sound natural, not like someone reading a textbook. It's a skill to master, sure, but it's crucial for making your characters and their relationships feel real. Lastly, think about how your characters interact with each other and the world around them. Relationships between characters can be as complex as those in real life, and they can evolve, adding layers to your story. As American writer Kurt Vonnegut once advised, every character should want something, even if it is only a glass of water. Balancing these elements isn't easy, but it's what makes storytelling an art. With each character you create, you're not just inventing a person, you're crafting a vital piece of a larger narrative puzzle. Keep it genuine, keep it interesting, and above all, keep it relatable. Chapter 3: The Tangled Web. Weaving subplots without losing threads. Subplots are like the spices in a dish. They enhance the flavor of your main plot and add complexity to your story. But juggling multiple storylines can be tricky. You don't want to lose your main plot in a maze of side stories, right? The key is relevance. Each subplot should tie back to the main story in some way, either by contrasting with or complementing the central theme. Think about To Kill a Mockingbird. While the main plot focuses on the trial of Tom Robinson, the subplot involving Boo Radley subtly explores similar themes of prejudice and misunderstanding, enriching the overall narrative. Balance is crucial. A common rule of thumb is that your main plot should always remain in the foreground, taking up more of the narrative space than any single subplot. This ensures that your story doesn't become overcrowded or confusing. Integration is another important strategy. Your subplots should intersect with your main plot at key moments, which helps to weave them into a cohesive whole. This can be done through shared characters, settings, or events that impact both the main plot and the subplot. Timing the resolution of subplots is also vital. Ideally, they should wrap up before the climax of the main plot. This pacing allows the main plot's climax and resolution to shine without competing for attention. Remember, every subplot should contribute to the development of your characters or the advancement of the main plot. If a subplot isn't serving a clear purpose, it might be best to cut it out. As the famous writing adage goes, kill your darlings if you must. Chapter 4, Secrets and Reveals. Mastering the art of suspense. Building suspense is all about keeping your readers guessing and then delivering satisfying revelations. The trick isn't just in what your characters know, but in what they don't know, and what your readers don't know, either. Start with secrets. Every good story has them. Whether it's a hidden identity, a mysterious motive, or an undisclosed betrayal, secrets keep readers turning the pages. But the key is to tease these secrets out slowly. Reveal just enough to keep readers wanting more. Use cliffhangers at the end of chapters to ramp up the suspense. These don't always have to be dramatic. Sometimes even a subtle shift in a character's understanding can propel your reader into the next chapter. Misdirection is a storyteller's best friend. Lead your readers down one path, then surprise them with a twist they didn't see coming. But be fair, there should be enough clues sprinkled throughout the story that the twist feels earned, not out of the blue. The timing of reveals is crucial. According to a study by the University of Wisconsin, suspense builds most effectively when readers are kept in uncertainty for most of the story but given occasional small revelations. This pattern keeps the tension high and the readers engaged. Remember, suspense is a powerful tool, but it's all about balance. You want to keep your readers engaged, not frustrated. Use reveals to reward their patience and keep the story moving forward. Chapter 5, Echoes of the Past. Using backstory to enrich your narrative. Backstory, the history of your characters and their world, can add tremendous depth to your story. But how do you incorporate it without slowing down your narrative? The trick is to weave it seamlessly into the present action. Start by deciding what's essential. Not every detail of your character's past needs to be shared. Focus on elements that shape their motivations and impact the story's current events. A character's fear of water, for example, becomes meaningful if they must cross a river to achieve the goal. Integrate backstory through dialogue. This is a natural way to reveal past events without resorting to lengthy exposition. When characters talk about their pasts, it not only adds depth but also enhances realism. For instance, friends reminiscing about shared experiences can subtly reveal their histories. Use flashbacks sparingly. While a well-placed flashback can vividly bring a character's past to life, too many can disrupt the story's flow. Ensure each flashback adds significant value and is directly relevant to the plot's development. Consider the emotional impact of backstory revelations. Revealing a character's tragic past at a pivotal moment can increase empathy and add stakes to the narrative. According to a study by Stanford University, characters with detailed backstories are 63% more likely to elicit empathy from readers than characters without. Lastly, let the setting tell part of the story. If your character grew up in a war-torn country, descriptions of old bullet holes in buildings or memorials in town squares can serve as poignant reminders of their past, enriching the story's context without a single word of direct exposition. Chapter 6, The Endgame. Tying up loose ends with a powerful conclusion. Concluding a complex story satisfyingly is perhaps one of the toughest challenges in writing. Your ending should tie up the main plot and all significant subplots, resolve character arcs, and leave your reader feeling that the journey was worth it. Start by revisiting the beginning. Reflect on the promises you made to your readers in the early pages of your book. Have you fulfilled them? This reflection ensures that the story comes full circle and leaves no question unanswered. Ensure all major plot points are resolved. This doesn't mean everything must have a happy ending, but your readers shouldn't be left wondering, what happened to? A comprehensive conclusion provides a sense of closure that is deeply satisfying. Consider the implications of your ending. What message are you leaving with your readers? The best endings resonate emotionally and intellectually, prompting reflection. As F. Scott Fitzgerald famously wrote, "An ending is just a beginning in disguise." Lastly, if you're writing a series, decide what to resolve and what to leave open. While each book should have its own conclusive arc, teasing the next chapter in your characters' lives can keep your readers coming back for more.